So today I want to talk about our Space Saver container range. And first of all, we have our Space Saver squares. 3 different sizes. The top one is size 1 and that will hold 1.1 litres. The next one down is size 2 and that one will hold 2.6 litres. And the bottom one is size 3 and that will hold 4 litres. Because these containers have a much wider opening, they're obviously ideal for things like biscuits, crackers, that sort of thing. And then for the larger container at the bottom, maybe the bulkier things that you might store, things like flour, rice, sugar, that sort of thing. Then we have the Space Saver ovals. Starting with the smallest, that's number 1, and that will hold 500 millilitres. Oval 2 will hold 1.1 litres, Oval 3 1.7 litres, Oval 4 2.3 litres, and Oval 5 2.9 litres. And next to that on the end we have what people often use as a spaghetti container. There are 2 choices with this one. You can either have it with a plain cap like this one has, or you can choose to have it with a liquid cap so that you can liquid tight cap so that you can pour things. So this is the oval one, and the first thing I'll do is just point out to you all the lids have 2 openings. So you have a slightly larger opening this end so you can just unclip it and pour things out, or the smaller end here depending on what it is you have inside. So what would I use my oval one for? Well, what I store in mine is things like candied peel, cherries, nuts, seeds, and maybe if I've opened a packet of something and I just want to store it, make sure it doesn't float around in my cupboard, losing the contents all over my cupboard, I pop it in one of these just to keep it safe. So this is just to give you an idea with number 2. Number 2 and number 3 are probably my most used containers actually. So this is a bag of 500 grams of macaroni, which I'm going to pop into number 2, which you'll see fills it reasonably well with a little bit of space to spare. And then I've got a kilo of brown rice, which I'm going to pop into. Just pulled it all over the work surface, pull that into number 3, and again you see there is a little bit of space, but that's an ideal size for a kilo of rice. What do I use them for? All sorts of things, mainly things like the different sugars, so demerara, caster sugar, granulated sugar, soft brown sugar, the things that if you leave in your cupboard in the packets will go hard, and then you won't be able to use them. And then we have number 4 and number 5. Number 4 I probably store things like the slightly bigger pastas, that sort of thing, and depending on how much you use, icing sugar, you know, all sorts of different things like that. And then just to give you an idea, in number 5 I've got 2 kilos here of rice, which I'm going to try not to pour all over the work surface. I'm just going to pop that in here. So there we go, that's 2 kilos of rice in number 5 with a little bit of room to spare. What's really nice about these containers is they all have a clear panel in the front so that once you have something in there you can actually see what's inside. And as the name suggests, Space Savers means that you can stack them. Even the square ones will fit with the oval ones, so depending on the space that you have to fill, you can jiggle it around to make sure that you fill every inch of space rather than leaving the gap above your containers which you're not using for anything, and therefore making the best use of your cupboard space. So if you're looking in your cupboards now and you're seeing packets floating around and contents being spilled out and sugar that's gone hard, maybe this is the solution to your problems. It also makes a perfect gift for somebody as well.